How they escaped, the decisive action that they took was to throw them blows, baby. So they escaped. How they escaped? One of the women pretended to call the police, loudly mentioning their location. Another began banging on the window and screaming and throwing them blows, drawing attention. Their actions startled the driver, who eventually stopped, allowing them to flee. Okay, so they ended up getting out of the car and they just flee from where they were at. All right, again, they were only 5 minutes away from their hotel, and this ride took 30 minutes. 10 minutes, they was knocking on this man's head. Okay, beating them down for taking their phones, red flag, locking all the doors and stuff like that. So 10 minutes of that time, they was fighting this man off and trying to get out of the car. So, at that point, they was only 5 minutes away from their hotel. I'm glad that they made it out safely. But it just goes to say and make more awareness to women. Like when you're going on these trips, make sure you do all your research. Make sure you know where you're going. Make sure you have everything that you know. Make sure everything is certified. You go into these hotels. Social media is a powerful tool now, and I feel like you can learn a lot from the advice and tips that people be giving y'all from social media. Sometimes it's life saving. They tell you all the do's and the don'ts. They tell you where to go, where not to go, and it's just important that you learn these things. But it's also important that you do your research before you start going over into these different countries. Rise in tourist targeting in Cartagena. There has been a reported increase in kidnapping scams and robbery attempts involving tourists. Criminals often pose as legitimate taxi drivers to lure unsuspecting travelers. Similar, if similar incidents have surfaced on social media, warning tourists to be extra cautious. Be extra cautious. Listen to your gut instincts.